Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Roommates. So, let's jump right back in. At this point, we're barely running. I take Dominic's hand and we start heading back to the house. For a while, we walk like that, hand in hand, quietly just appreciating each other's company. As the house comes into view, Dominic looks down at me. I guess I've been pretty obvious so far, huh? What do you mean? I'm just saying, I've had my eye on you for a while now. Wait, I mean I've liked you. Oh, so you've been watching out for me, eh? No, yes, Well then, thank you, Dominic. He's so much fun to tease. I squeeze his hand as I continue. I was so nervous when I first came here, but you were so nice to me and so handsome. You're the kind of Prince Charming a girl dreams of finding, Dominic. I guess I'm saying I like you too. Dominic blushes deeply, and we both stop walking as he takes my other hand. Thank you, Anne. I'm really happy to be your boyfriend. I smile and extricate a hand to reach it up and cup Dominic's face. Our eyes close and our lips meet. It's soft and tender and warm, and the warmth spreads from my lips. Kissing Dominic just feels good. Dominic's arms snakes around me as we kiss, my arms pinned to my side. I let Dominic's warmth flow over me, melting into his arms. Finally, our lips part. I rest my head on Dominic's chest, just trying to catch my breath. I think I see why Max and Isabella wanted to make sure there was an empty room. What do you mean? Come on, Dominic, you are my boyfriend, right? I'm feeling a little giddy, but I know what I want, and this feels right. I take Dominic's hand again, and we run towards the house. Luckily, it's empty right now. I pull Dominic into the empty room and lock the door. Luckily, by now, Dominic is caught on, a wicked grin on his face. Still, a moment of hesitation crosses his face. Are you sure, Anne? I want to, but I don't want to yeah! Before he can get another word out, I'm kissing him, full on the lips, my fingers pulling at the zipper to his jacket. All of his doubts are gone as I pull the jacket off of him, running my hands over his shirt and torso. He's got a bit of a glow from his workout, but right now, I'm just loving the feel of him. I get my hands under his shirt as we continue to kiss. My anticipation makes me tremble just a bit as I run my hands over his chest. Dominic's arms go behind me, pulling me in close as he passionately kisses me. I could feel his excitement as my hands reach for my own shirt, pulling it up over my head. I hear his sharp, appreciative intake of breath as my shirt comes off. 30 minutes later, we're laying next to each other, my head resting on Dominic's chest, his arms around me. That was fantastic, Dominic. It really was. Part of me wonders if I'm moving too fast, but Dominic's gentle smile just makes me feel safe. I can't wait for the next quarter. This is going to be a great year. I chuckle a little and nuzzle down into his chest a bit more. Hopefully, the others will give us a while longer together. Alright, the stat requirements for the final romance endings have changed. Okay, let's view the stats. Okay, so almost there for rational, and definitely almost there for organized. So, what is this? This is organized. I should really only need 2 more of those. So, let's make everything else for rational. Okay. So we're on week 17 now. Okay. We gotta do week 17 Wednesday, it looks like. Oh yeah, we're done with organized. I know this bed is just a cheap single, but after a long day it feels fantastic. That looks bigger than a single. Like, it looks like that the bed isn't even actually, like, within that little crevice because of the way that the blanket is all the way out here in front of the bookcase. The last quarter has barely begun, and I'm already feeling blown out. I even made it home before everyone else. I pull out my cell phone, put it on the charger, and notice a text from Dominic. We haven't had a chance to hang out much the last few days. It might be nice to go out tonight. Maybe I'll give Dominic a call. Yeah, we're gonna play this event. I smile and call up the speed dial contact for Dominic. Hopefully, we can at least catch a bite to eat together. Apparently, I had a glitch in my reality. Oh, Anne, glad you called. Could I ask a big favor? I guess I was hoping we could go do something tonight. I'd love to, but I've got a bunch of homework I have to get graded tonight. Come give me a hand? Well, okay. A few hours later, we've got a pile of graded papers next to us and a pizza being delivered. Not exactly the ideal date, but it's still good company. Dominic grins sheepishly. I owe you one, Anne. Still, you made the chore very enjoyable. How much of this kind of stuff do you have to do? I mean, don't you have your own studies? That's why I'm so behind. I had a paper due, and it took me too long to get it finished. Aw, that sucks. Yeah, I've already had to back off on my guild. Just not enough time. But I've got my work cut out for me if I want my master's. Sometimes I can't believe you're trying to actually get a master's in physics. I almost thought you'd want to be a drill sergeant. Hey! I'm kidding. I'm just saying, you've got great organizational skills, and you can be firm. Yeah, that's all the online stuff. I kind of grew into a leadership skill set leading those guys. You must be a great leader then. Well, we're one of the top guilds, for our server at any rate. A knock on the door gets Dominic up out of his seat. This is definitely not a great date. Let me make it up to you another night. Definitely. I can't wait for the next time. Dominic smiles at me and we chuckle. Alright. So then, the next time is gonna be week 18. Oh, hello. Thanks for all of your hard work today, Anne. I really think the class grasped the fluid dynamics so much better. Why precisely is it that this job entails you torturing me non-stop? What? No, it involves learning. We're helping people learn. You love helping people learn. Not by being a guinea pig or worse, a crash test dummy? Geez, I'm sorry, Anne. It's just, well, the professor got it in her head that with all those shows out there, trying to do real science and stunts and all that, the students just seem to get it better when they can see it in action. Really get a notion for how their calculations affect things in the real world. She sets these up, and I guess I just have confidence in you. I know you can help me get through this mess. Oh gosh. Let me save this. Let's demand compensation. Fine. You know I love helping you, but this goes above and beyond. You're gonna owe me, jerk. I guess that's fair. What kind of payback are we talking here? First off, you're taking me to the bookstore for a book run, and not the used bookstore. Oh, fine. Second off, you're going to help me with an experiment about pressure. Okay. Come over here and let's see how much pressure makes for the optimal kiss. If you do well with this assignment, I've got a math problem involving a piston I think you can tackle. I watch Dominic's face morph from wary to delighted as he comes in close, pulling me to him and planting a firm kiss on me. Time for our first experiment. Taking care of business every day. Oh, I don't know if that was the right one. Probably. Okay. Okay, week 17 Saturday. Okay, I don't have to do this on. I'm not really sure what I want to do tonight. I should probably get some work done. But it's Saturday and I feel like taking a little time to myself. I respectfully request that you back off. With all due respect, please stay away from me. I turn for a moment, wondering if Rakesh is talking to me, but I don't think he is. He's got a notebook in one hand, and he's tapping it with a pen in the other. Excuse me. He seems to be considering what he wants to write down. He looks up from his notebook and catches me looking at him. Ah, Anne, welcome home. I must tell my parents how I feel, if possible without telling them how I feel. He looks at me as though I've got all the answers hidden in my back pocket. I'm not sure what to tell him. Nope, we're gonna skip. Oh, well, I'd help, but I couldn't possibly hope to understand the feelings you would need to put in a letter like that. I know you could do it, Rakesh. Do your best. Rakesh nods at me with a mixture of disappointment and bewilderment in his eyes. He turns and walks away upstairs. I can't help but feel I've dodged a bit of a bullet there. I really don't want to get in the middle of Rakesh's family squabble. Yikes. Yeah. No, thank you. Okay, so before we get into week 18... Okay, we gotta do week 18 Monday and Tuesday. But we are good with organization. So everything else needs to go towards rational now. And we should be good. All right. Here we go. As I sit in my room, I find myself staring at the ceiling. It's been a good year so far. I've had a lot of fun, gotten used to college life. I've even gotten together with Dominic. Ooh. But as I think about what I've done this year, I can't help but feel like I haven't really made a lot of progress on my greater goals. I mean, I came to college to get away from my surroundings, to get out of my comfort zone. Oh, excuse me. I guess I've done that a bit. I feel like I've gotten more confident, but I still feel so shy. It kind of terrifies me, but I feel like I have to do something big, really get something going. Maybe if I can, I could feel like I've truly left my old life behind, like I'm really ready to claim this new life I'm leading. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save right there. So that way, I'll play the event now. And try and get the other ending after. Maybe. Depends. Let's play the event. I call up Carmen, and 20 minutes later, she's in my room as we discuss what I can do. Oh, I've got it. You know what you need to do, Annabelle? You need to throw a party. What? No way. How would I throw a party? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Exactly. You're trying to cement the new you, right? The best way to do that and really break out of your shell, throw a killer party. I think you're right. Of course I'm right. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. We'll have to find a space to hold it in and figure out who to invite. We can't just have it here? And what, invite your housemates? That's not very far out of your comfort zone, Annabelle. Come on, think big with me. Okay, you're right. You're gonna help me though, right? Of course! You don't have to do this alone. I'm right here with you. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Thank you so much, Car. Ooh, we're gonna need some entertainment too. Okay, I'll try to get the entertainment. I'm sure I could think of something fun to do for people. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, Annabelle, but don't you know a rock star? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a good idea. Of course it is. Think of some other stuff to do though, okay? Definitely. Oh, Car, this is gonna be so much fun. I know! Terrifying, but fun. Carmen and I hug as we squeal over our plans. This really will be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what happens. Aww, that was actually really freaking cute. Oh. Okay, I guess. So, week 18 Tuesday. I give a stretch after another long day of classes. I'm looking at the stairs, thinking how nice it's going to be back in my room. As I head up, I think about maybe stopping into Dominic's room, though I'm not sure if I want to disturb him. I head upstairs and drop all but a few of my books off. Smiling to myself, I head back out into the hall. I knock on Dominic's door, clutching my books. Part of me is just excited to spend time with him. I could tell he is too from the smile on his face when he opens the door. I've got some studying to do, and I'd love some company while I do it. Dominic nods vigorously and opens his door wide for me. I'm always happy to help you get the most out of your education, Anne. You really need to work on your pickup lines, Dominic. We both laugh as he closes the door behind me. For the next few hours, we get a lot of homework done, while still having a lot of fun talking. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. I did not miss a thing. That's good. Oh. It's still early in the quarter. I'm not sure what to expect from Professor Merriweather. Still, it should be entertaining. Okay, I need week 19. Alright, if you're in this class, you probably got the basics down. Which means it's time to start getting serious. Now, normally we do this sort of thing in a lab, but today is special for two reasons. Number one, some brain genius decided to mix glycerin with NO4 in our labs, meaning there is now an opportunity for an alternate environment learning. Secondly, the morgue is full and my contact is on the cheap. As soon as she says that, one of the professor's TAs walk into the room, pushing a cart with a blanket over it, and a suspiciously body-shaped lump under the blanket. This is the 103 class, sorry. I'm pretty sure we're not up to this stuff yet. As soon as I see the look of glee on the professor's face, though, I know we're going to do this. Alright, better question. Who wants to make the first incision? Don't worry, he's dead. He complains very little. Around the room, everyone seems unsure what to do with this. A few hands tentatively go up. Come on. You won't get a chance like this for another 2 or 3 years. Professor Merriweather, are you sure this conforms to regulations? I'm sorry, I thought this was biology. Apparently it's intro to law. Well, as it turns out, I've probably got a degree in that too, so how about you shut up? As a matter of fact, it looks like someone just volunteered to take the first cut. The professor stares at me as the entire rest of the class turns to look at me with a mixture of amusement and horror. I wait a few moments to see if the professor is going to change her mind, but finally I stand and walk down to the front of the class. Here you go, Captain Rules. How about you choose our lesson plan for today? Pick a spot. We'll examine whatever you cut up. The professor hands me some plastic gloves, which I put on as she stands there staring at me. She then hands me a scalpel, and I look at the body. Luckily, the TA left his face and lower half covered. I walk over to the corpse and try to figure out what I'm going to do. Let's cut into the chest. I take a deep breath and then examine the chest of the cadaver. I'm not sure what area I want to examine. Heart? Lungs? He's not getting any deader, kid. Just pick something. Finally, I make a deep incision just below his right lung, pulling the knife around to make a good flap. That's better. All right, looks like we're looking at the lungs today. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the lack of blood. That's because they drain these things, and because I'm not a complete idiot. The professor looks at me, just standing there, and makes shooing motions. I slowly return to my seat as Professor Merriweather begins her lecture properly. I can't believe she had me do that. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!